YouTube! So, what we have here is... Oh, sorry, like and subscribe, subscribe. Yeah, why not? Joey Santuni, or Joe Satriani. I think this is the js100 model, I believe. As it says so in the back of the headstock. It's a js100 CO3 2003 model. So, vintage next year. Yes, so... The js100 I think is the sort of, I say the cheaper one, it's not the one that costs thousands of pounds, but this one has been upgraded. I believe, this is my pal Scott's, I think he got it cheap because there was something wrong with the bridge. It had been fitted wrong or something like that. I'm not sure whether this is the original bridge, but it's quite a fancy thing. I will find out what it is and put it in the description. Is it a low pro or something they call it? On the back, it doesn't have a back plate. It's not the one with the wheels on it, you know, like the S series one, but it is right sunk into the body. Normally a bridge, well, the edge one, where or a Floyd kind of sits on the surface. This is kind of recessed. It's only the saddles that seem to stick up. A very smooth thing, and everything's all rounded off very much. Quite an interesting. I mean, some of the Ibanez Floyd Roses are really interesting. That's great, and these pickups are the Joe Satriani Dimarzios, which again I didn't look up before. Did it? Is he one called a Fred or an Air Norton or whatever it is? It's the ones from the expensive guitar. So someone's bought this, which you kind of go, what's the point? Why didn't you just buy the expensive one? But I think it probably worked out about half the price buying. You know, you buy the base model one rather than buying the prestige Japanese one, and at 1,500 quid, it's a total guess, something like that. Or you're buying this one at 500 quid and then spending a couple hundred quid on pickups, sort of thing. As you know, the pickups kind of make the biggest difference to these. Yeah, so as I said, double locking Floyd Rose, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22 frets, so a bit different from the RG. I remember years ago going into guitars before I knew about old guitars, and thinking, an Ibanez, maybe give them a shot. So I tried the, I don't think it was a Steve Vai one, but it was an RG, and I tried probably this one. It was red though, and they are very different to each other, even though they kind of look the same. Well, they've got the same headstock, and you think Vai, Satriani, same thing. If you're not into them, which I like watching the videos. I kind of can appreciate the musicality of it, and I enjoy it. I like both the guys, Satriani and I almost said Santana there, which is kind of, I suppose, somewhere between Satriani and Vi, in letters terms. The guys are both brilliant. When you see them doing videos and stuff and talking, they're fantastic guys. It's just they're not the instrumental thing. I can kind of do one song and then I get kind of, I don't know. It's not the sort of thing I hum in my head. You know, it's not like, they're not like Sabbath or something where I've got this riff going through my head. I don't really get that with Satriani and Vi, where I've just got this riff stuck in my head that I can't get rid of. It doesn't really happen. But I do appreciate that they're good. Does put a wee bit of fear into me, which I'm sure it does to a lot of people as well, of playing a guitar like this thinking, oh, whoa. I won't be playing that sort of thing because I can't. But this guitar is much more vintagey and normal compared to the RG, which has got like, your really flat wizard neck and it's wide and it's kind of, it's like totally refined. It's like I kind of always liking the RG to like, you get your Harley Davidson motorbike. It's like, yep, that's your normal guitar, and then you get your Japanese super bike. It's like it does 400 mile an hour and all that. But it pure looks like a robot. RG's a wee bit like that. Apache attack helicopter. It's a bit refined, whereas this is kind of got that, but still feels. This is like the. Why am I talking about motorbikes? I know nothing about them, but I know you get like Yamaha motorbikes, which are modern, but kind of look a bit like Harley Davidson, rather than looking like, they're not neon coloured and like lots of angles on them. They kind of look vintagey, kind of what this is. So you've got like much more of a sort of stratty type neck and feel and profile and all that. Quite a rounded body. I think, to be honest, I didn't think I would like this at all. I first saw this about a year ago. I've got this. So sat chatting. I was like, I've played my remember. I was like, kind of, but see something about white. white guitars just do it for me. I'm sounding racist again, saying I don't like black guitars and I like white. White is better. It's not you know, human skin totally. Yeah, but guitars white for some reason just I don't know. I like white guitars. It would be my choice. I think if I was buying new guitars, which I never do, if I had a choice of a white one, it would most likely be the one I would go for. Partly because it changes colour depending on what if you're on a stage or something like that, and you shine a red light bulb on the stage. Oh, you got a red guitar. Shine a blue light bulb. You got a blue guitar. So enough talking rubbish. This one has it's just got a 3-way toggle, so it's neck, both, middle, and it's also got a push-pull pot, which I will actually check and see what it does. Where's my? If you want to know how to check what it does, so inside coil, inside coil. So it gives you the inside coils, which is not, I don't know, is it in the bridge position? Do you want a single coil in the bridge? Yes, I would choose if I had a choice of coils, I would choose this one because that one's just a little bit trebly. You don't want it to be too close to the bridge. But in the neck position, I would choose that one because you want it nice close to the neck for a faster sound. So there's ways of doing it, but you want it to be. These will be the hum cancelling ones. So it's in the middle position. It's hum cancelling. But I'm not sure. Did I fit that? No, because if I'd fitted it, did I maybe fit it over his house? I'm not sure whether the push-pull pot's meant to be there. I've got a funny feeling that I put it in. But obviously I didn't do it here because if I did, I would have done a video of this guitar, and I've not done a video of this guitar before. 6 minutes in, not played anything. So I'm playing what I've decided now is L Laney. It's awfully noisy when it's off. I think the valves are cooked in it. I do have a switch that turns it on to the solid state there. In addition to having like the sort of stratty type carve, it's also got a straight headstock rather than the bent back one you get in an RG. Actually, I suppose as well, an RG would have, like, normally they've got a laminate neck as well, like so you've got like, it's made of 3 bits of wood. See, that's the noise it makes. In fact, it makes less noise when you've got it. Yeah, I might be switching over from that onto try the Black Star for a wee bit. I'm going to have to sell one of them. I might sell the Black Star just to buy valves for that. Yeah, so it's a one-piece neck. Well, it's got a figure. Oh, got a wee bit of wear, which I hadn't even noticed, which really sticks out now. It must mean that whoever was playing it previously used to there and there a lot. So this is it in single coil, so bridge pickup. I'm just going to not bother using the Lenny and just use the carton. Kind of get used to it. I think there's a lot of just getting used to things. Yep, perfect timing. Neck pickup single coil. I should really not have that sitting there. That's not doing anything. Just that mic. Then both on. I mean, this thing's been set up to within an inch of its life. Scott likes to sit and fidget away with his guitar, so this one plays like a dream, which it would do anyway if you bought it new, I think. Then full-on humbuckers. I'm actually using I'm going to do a video later on of this JHS 3 series distortion pedal, which actually I quite like. One of the white ones that kind of looks like an Asda Smart Price crisps, do you know what I mean, just because it's all white. No, I'll just use the rack because that's what I normally use. Neck pickup. Kind of weird. Floyd Roses are all sort of times I find you're difficult with it. They all because they're all in a slightly different place. There is no set. This is where your tremolo arm goes. So this one kind of comes from quite low down, and it's quite stiff. Why have I got purple stuff all over my hands? I noticed this earlier. I got purple. There's something purple. Both on single coil. Guitar actually lends itself very much to the dug 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 dug. See, because it's this is really low down and really flat. You can't. It doesn't. Sometimes with a Floyd, you kind of when you rest your hand on it, it's a tendency to wobble a bit. This one, because it's so flat, it doesn't. Like you rest your. I mean, that's me pure welling in it though. You know, normal resting doesn't make it wibble without. When you don't mean it to. I guess there must be a reason why this is not more popular, this bridge. Maybe people don't like it for some reason, or maybe it's expensive. It's probably because it's more expensive. Looking at it, because it's so rounded, it's probably more expensive to make this than it is to make like a normal Floyd Rose, so that will be the difference. People will be like, I'm not paying an extra £200 for the guitar just for a fancy Floyd Rose, so maybe it has more to do with it than actually people not liking it. It is quite low down, quite strange, slightly odd feeling. Not bad, just different. These are really good pickups, aren't they? this guitar, or the JS model, is kind of based on an Ibanez Radius, it was called, or is it a Sabre? No, the Sabre is the S series. A Radius, which I think it was made... When would it have been? It must have been after my RG, so maybe 87, something like that, 88. That'd be after Steve Vai. Not sure exactly when it came in, but the Ibanez did make a guitar that was not quite this. I think it was maybe not as rounded on the back. I think it was the same shape, on the same outline, and it had the curved top on it, because this thing's like a sucked sweetie. I think... So it's based on a Radius, but I think it was kind of had more of a sort of sharp edge on the back rather than just being super round. You know, it's like kind of like a pebble that's been on the beach. A pebble? A stone on the beach that's been rolled about. You know, it just kind of ends up, every part's pure super rounded. I mean, very comfortable, obviously. Weighs nothing, and you know, there's been some design elements put into this. A well thought out guitar. And having the two humbuckers and the coil splits just as good. It's that option you put in the 5-way switch. Well, this has got like the Les Paul toggle, probably because Satriani likes the Les Paul type toggle, which is quicker. Fair enough. It's more of a forget about it. I suppose if you're using like a 5-way, you've kind of got to go click, as opposed to just going ha. I mean, the bridge, you know, there's a wee bit more finesse to it. It's a bit quicker, but then you only get 3 positions, so you need to go split. No cost split bridge. I really started going dun 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 a lot. But the incidental music for Ghostbusters, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll just call it a quick survey. Didn't quite make it 15 minutes. 18's not too bad. Yeah, so I think if you're a Satch fanboy, then you have to have one of these. But if you're not, then it's a really good guitar anyway. Again, like I said earlier, the only issues I've really got with this sort of thing is if you turn up... The same problem I had with the Van Halen guitar. You know, it's like, I did one and made it like a Buckfaster cast. I thought I could maybe use this live, and it's like, if you turn up with a Van Halen guitar at a gig, people are going to expect you to be playing Eruption and stuff like that, and it's not, I can't do that. So, and it's the same with something like this. It's like, he's got that. We're expecting some technical shredding, and it's like, you're not getting technical shredding. I mean, obviously this guitar does the technical shredding, but also you can use it just as a really good guitar as well for playing this sort of, I don't even know what kind of music I play, sort of 70s riff rock, something like that. I don't know. As opposed to being... But I mean, it's really good for that. It's really good for that. There's a stigma attached, but I mean, it's a fantastic guitar. And again, I didn't look this up, so I've no idea how much these cost new. I was looking at one, so I mean, was it maybe 300-400, something like that? I could be way off the mark, but this has got the upgraded pickups and possibly an upgraded bridge. I'm sure Scott said that the bridge wasn't attached to the guitar. Had a previous owner taken the bridge off and failed to put it back together correctly, something like that. You know, it's like unless you know what you're doing, don't buy guitars that are in bits. I was talking to my pal Taylor. He was the other day, he bought a Mustang in bits, and it was like, just careful about buying guitars in bits. And it's like, what? Because the question you have to ask is, why is it in bits? When it's, you know, it's fine. You just have to stick it back together again, and it'll all be working. Right. Why didn't you stick it back together again before you sold it? Then, if it's only a 5-minute job to put it back together again. And that's what it comes in. I mean, something like that. See the Gould, which actually I haven't done a video for yet. I get given that free, and it's like, oh, it's brilliant. And it's basically just the body and neck, no hardware at all. And you're like, okay. Little warm alarm bells ringing, da da da. And it's like, yeah. So had it all. But to put the pickups in it, Floyd Rose didn't fit because it's got a really strange string spacing. So that's why it didn't have any bits on it. You know, generally you don't get a guitar that's in bits with lots of chunks missing off it. There's a reason for it. I suppose the reason could be that it was broken. But if it's got a broken bridge, then that's different from it just not having any bridge. And you're like, why have all the bits been taken off this? We were the one in there. So it is 21 minutes, not 18, like I said. Rock on. Catch you later. Why is the stop button not working?